So I want to ask, what would happen if a Republican man intentionally ran over and murdered a teenage boy because that teenage boy identified as a Democrat? Because reading the story of Kyler Ellingson, or maybe it's Kyler Ellingson, whichever it is, reading the story of this boy wasn't even old enough to vote. I mean, he was 18, so he was old enough to vote, but there hasn't been an election in the last year. So technically, this boy had never voted Republican in his life. And yet, because he identifies Republican, meaning right now, as things stand, I think when I vote, I will vote Republican. That is where he stood. Because that is the only place he could stand. So I'm asking, if these roles were reversed, and we had this 41-year-old dude who was a Republican, not even a MAGA Republican, just a run-of-the-mill GOP, and he met this 18-year-old who aspired to vote Republican someday and intentionally ran him over because he believed he was an extremist. What type of outrage would we be getting right now? I'll tell you what would be happening if this story had taken place in a parallel universe where their political standings were reversed. Donald Trump would go on live TV and condemn the actions of this person. It would be covered, this story, not Donald Trump's apology, but this story would be covered by every news network 24/7. And every Democrat would be taking it completely personally and demanding apologies from every Republican that they know, as if it was a crime committed by these Republicans they knew, these Republican grandparents, these Republican friends, teachers, whatever, as if it was a crime committed by them at them. And everybody would be talking about it. Republicans would be apologizing. You would go on Facebook, and every Republican you knew would be posting as their status how they are sorry that somebody who identified as a Republican committed this heinous act of murder. And they would be saying that they do not affiliate with this person, and this is not the sort of Republicanism that they identify with. And people who are Republican would be rethinking their entire worldview, political worldview, saying, wait a minute, if this is where my political beliefs can potentially lead, I'm not sure I want to be part of it. And they would really be thinking it over and really filtering this guy and trying to figure out where he went wrong. Because that's what the Republican Party is like, and that's what the Democratic Party is like. But because it was a Democratic man who ran over a Republican boy, a young man just starting adulthood, nobody wants to talk about it. You're not hearing any outrage. Where's Joe Biden right now? He was just on TV saying that MAGA Republicans were a threat to democracy and a threat to our Constitution. Where is he now? Why isn't he saying, oh, wait, hold on. That's not what I meant. I didn't mean you should go out and murder teenagers and run them over. Don't be violent towards them. Why isn't he saying anything? Why isn't Kamala Harris saying anything? Why isn't any Democratic governors or congressmen or senators or just Democrats in general, just run-of-the-mill people that you come across, why aren't they saying anything? I want to know. I'm not gonna give suggestions. I want to hear from real, actual Democrats. Why are you not saying anything when a teenage boy is murdered in cold blood for his political beliefs?